they're shocked at how strong you really are. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, they're shocked at how strong you really are. I need somebody to drop in the comments and say, I'm built like a tank. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say I'm built like a tank. When I say built like a tank, y'all, I'm talking about the way a tank is made with the material that it has in it. It's designed to take bullets, bombs. It's designed to take sticks, stones. It's designed to keep who's ever in it protected. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying that it can't be brought down, but it's gonna be a cold day in hell before you see it go down. I'm just being honest. And so that's the same thing with yourself when it comes to your intellect, your emotions, all right? The way you respond and react, okay? You are protected. You're built like a tank. And see, it doesn't mean that since you're built like a tank or the way the tank was built, if anything hits it, it don't mean that it don't hurt it, but you don't allow it to break you. You don't allow it to hinder you. You get what I'm saying? You may be at a standstill for a little bit, but you always find your breath. You always find your rhythm. You always find your way, your path. You get what I'm saying? You get back on your square. All right. And so with that being said, y'all, people are shocked. So you got to understand something. The things that you've went through, all right, and got through are some of the same things that people went through but never got through. And what that means is that the things that you know was hurt from, or the things that harmed you, the things that made you cry, were the things that at some point you got to get on the other side and say, you know what? I'm better and I'm bigger now. They never made it to the other side. All right. Some people never went back and got a better job. Some people never got married again. Some people never recovered. You get what I'm saying? Listen, y'all, if you've been through homelessness, betrayal, any form of pain, being rejected, being fired, laid off for no reason, a divorce, a breakup, heartbreak, whatever the case is, and you're still standing today, you one of them ones. All right. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I'm one of them ones. You are one of them ones because some people never recover. All right. If you've had a lot of money or even been well off and then somehow you made a bad mistake, a terrible mistake, guess what? You got back on. Everybody don't recover. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. That's why people are shocked, because once again, y'all, the things that you've went through and got through, they went through but never made it through. And you're on the other side. I'm going to say this right here, y'all, and then we'll get to the point. But some people don't care about a motivational speaker. Some people don't care about an inspirational speaker, okay? Somebody who's giving you some tickle, feel good messages, all right? Some people need you to live that sermon. They need you to live to tell your testimony. They need you to live what they be preaching about. You get what I'm saying? So the point is, y'all, is that the fact that you were able to tell your story after, all right, after, it lets you know that people are inspired, they are motivated, and they are able to look at even your enemies, look at how you made it through them barriers, those obstacles, those hardships, and become the man and woman you are today. So the point is, y'all, is that yes, they are shocked at how strong you really are. You follow what I'm saying? But we're going to go ahead and get directly into this video. Y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video, as well as subscribe to the channel. Y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. As y'all can see, y'all, it's a good day out. I'm feeling good, looking good, smelling good, the whole nine. I'm sending nothing but good vibes to y'all as well, okay? And for those who've been watching me, y'all, on my other channel, y'all know this right here is the tip. This is the nostalgia wardrobe, y'all. The nostalgia attire. Black tee, regular chain, little basic chain, and a hat, y'all. Hat to the back, y'all. This that old Reno, honestly. For those who know, y'all know. All right, it's a nostalgia feeling for me because this is when I first got started, doing YouTube. If y'all go back, you'll see. All I did was wear a black tee, chain, and a hat. That's how I started, y'all. Even going back to the TikTok videos. But I say all that to say this. For those who the real day ones, man, y'all know that this is a feeling of nostalgia, all right? But anyway, enough about me. Let's get right into this video. Number one, y'all, you surpassed limits, okay? You surpassed limits. And so what that means is, y'all, is that somebody placed barriers on you, okay? Somebody placed limitations on you. They placed you inside of a box and said that this is all you're gonna be, all you're going to accomplish, all you're gonna be able to do, and all you're gonna be able to accomplish, right? And what you said is no, I'm gonna show you. No, I'm taking your words as fuel to keep going. No, that's not gonna become my reality, right? So you surpassed their limits. Imagine a teacher, family member, friend, even a significant other, right? Y'all seen the story with Bruce. His ex-wife said, "You ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna never be a comedian," and he became a comedian and successful at that as well, right? But imagine anybody saying, "You ain't gonna never amount to anything," and let's just say you end up attaining everything they said that you would not be able to attain. That's some powerful stuff, y'all. All right? Because what it has done to your mind is said, look, I'm going to take what you said about me as motivation, and not only will it become my flex, but it's going to become your guilt and your shame. Because this little kid, this broken person, this individual who loved you oh so much, you took out time and energy of yourself and your day to tell me I wouldn't amount to anything. And now you got to watch me have everything. If you take Steve Harvey's story, right? He used to have a bad stuttering problem, right? He was literally like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was really one of those stuttering situations. Let him tell it. I'm not making a joke. I'm literally doing what he said. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, the teacher was like, "Steve, what do you want to be, when you grow up?" He was like, I want to be on TV. And she was like, "You can't even talk right. How you going to be on TV? This is a real situation." I believe him too. I don't think this was a joke. He said she embarrassed him in front of everybody in the class. I want to be on TV, right? And she said, "How you gonna be on TV and you can't even talk?" All the kids laughing. He said, to this day, for Christmas every year, he send that lady a television because he know his face gonna run across them channels. He got Family Feud. He got Steve Harvey show. He have multiple movies. He said, "I know for a fact she gonna see me at some point." So for every year on Christmas, I send that lady a television. All right. And so what he's basically saying is that you told me I wasn't gonna make it. Now look at me. You follow what I'm saying? He surpassed the limits. And that's the same thing with yourself. Now, although that's not or may not happen to majority of people in the world, be able to afford to send a TV to your teacher who said you wasn't going to be X, Y, and Z, all right? Because that's a different level of success. But what I will say is that it still happens on every single level. It does, all right? Whether a person said you wasn't going to be a good father, you became a great father. They said you wasn't going to get a good job, you got an amazing job. You get what I'm saying? They said you wasn't going to have any amount of success, you have a large amount of success. You get what I'm saying? Family, it don't stop. You surpass the limits, all right? You surpass the limits. Number 2, y'all, it's going to be this right here. Quiet resilience, okay? Quiet resilience. The reason why quiet resilience is so powerful is because it shows that while you are in silence, you working. And not only are you working, but you getting somewhere. You can jog in place, You can jog in place. I'm talking about you done jog for 10 miles, but you ain't got nowhere because you moving in place. But when you're in a state of quiet resilience and you're still persevering, you're still getting through, you're still beating all these silent battles, you're still taking care of these things in silence that don't nobody know about. You're going to the job, you going through abuse at home, but they don't even know it. They don't even know it. You're going to the family reunion still with a smile on your face, but they don't even know that you're fighting bills, you're fighting situations, all right? You have a smile on your face. And guess what? Although you was going through it and battling it at that particular time, don't mean that you stay there. You was resilient in silence. You didn't have to tell people, hey y'all, I'm going through this. Hey y'all, can you see I got this? Hey y'all, this thing right here just happened to me, but I just defeated it. You did it in silence. Even in the 48 laws of power, y'all, okay, it says that what make a person powerful is the fact that they execute great things effortlessly. All right, they execute great things effortlessly, and I'm probably paraphrasing, but all it's saying is that when they accomplish something, they don't need the praise. They don't need to let people know how hard it was. No, I just did it effortlessly. Okay, what would get your attention more? If a person knocks somebody out with all of their, force and might and all their skills, or a person who just do it in 1, 2, 3, boom, boom, and then walk off. You follow what I'm saying? That's that quiet resilience. You take a person who beat cancer in silence. Oh man, that's different. You was battling that and you beat it in silence, and here you are standing amongst all of us. Quiet resilience is powerful. Okay. Number 3, compare and contrast. Compare and contrast. So y'all remember in school, y'all, when you had the 2 circles, you got the circle that's, on this side, the circle that's on that side, and then you have what's alike. So you have the contrast side, and then you have the comparison in the middle, okay? That's what people do, y'all. They compare and contrast their lifestyles, their emotions, their attitudes, what they have, what they got going on with you and yours, okay? And so you got to think about it like this, y'all. Someone who been through everything you've been through but failed, okay? Someone who's been through everything you've been through but failed. They're going to compare and contrast the out of it. I'm just going to be honest, y'all. They're going to compare and contrast the out of it. And what I mean by that is that they're looking at how you were able to, get your money right, get your success, get your relationship or marriage on track. Whatever it was, they are comparing and contrasting it because they're trying to figure out what's so different and special about yourself. You get what I'm saying? And so, family, you can't participate in this. That's why, for me, I know it's going to sound contradicting when I say it because I'm always on social media, but I don't pay attention to social media. I post my content. I do my best to inspire and motivate people who look up to me or who's encouraged by me. And after that, y'all, I don't really be on social media because it's a place to where you compare and contrast your lifestyle to everybody else. All right. And comparison is the thief of happiness. And we know this. But the point is, y'all, is that the reason why they're so shocked of how strong you are is because they are comparing and contrasting your life to theirs, what you have to what they have, and so on and so on. All right. Somebody drop in the comments and say, you're not like me. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say you're not like me. Number 4, you have provoking strength. All right. You have provoking strength. So it's almost like a provoking spirit, but instead you have provoking strength. Let me just, explain this, y'all. When I say provoking strength, it's almost like the WWE or SmackDown wrestling, okay? Wrestling. For those who real OGs, y'all know it as WWF, I believe. But it's just like wrestling. When you see those moves, when you see people putting people in headlocks and master locks and the figure four and all these different things, you like, man, I want to do that. That's why they say don't try it at home. Why? Because it's provoking strength. You looking at how strong them guys is. You seeing how they was able to jump off the fence and pow dive on somebody. You like, man, I can do this too. No, you can't. These people are trained professionals. They are trained professionals. Reno, what are you saying right now? You have that same provoking, not spirit, but strength. People think that they can do what you do. People think that they have the ability to get through the things that you can get through. They think that they're able to do the things that you have done effortlessly. And the reality is you have experience, you've been trained, you've been through a lot of things. And so you make things look easy. You really do. All right. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I make it look easy. Number 5, y'all, the last thing is going to be this right here. Everybody is not built like you, all right? Everybody is not built like you. In terms of heart, character, integrity, people are not built like you. They don't make them like you anymore. You get what I'm saying? But you got to look at it like this, y'all. If you ever lost something and got it back, you are one of those ones, okay? And we said this earlier, but I got to say it again. If you ever lost something and got it back, all right, you are one of those ones. It is what it is. People are simply not built like you because of your resilience, your perseverance, and the things that you have accomplished, not by people giving it to you or it being easy for you. In fact, you've always had the harder route, right? Drop in the comments to let me know if you've always had the harder route. You've always had the more difficult path. All right. You've always had the bigger person. You've always had the more competitive side. You had that, not because you wanted to be competitive, but because you were placed in those situations to where you had to defend yourself. You had to compete to earn your keeps. The list goes on, but people are not built like you. You know, some people get inside the ring and they just want to box. You get what I'm saying? And some people get inside the ring and they want to knock somebody out. These are two fighters, but they're not built like one another. One wants to box. I can go long. Yeah, all 10, 12 rounds. All right? Then you got the person who's a slobber knocker. They just want to go ahead and get you up out of there. They probably got about 3, 4, at max 6 rounds of endurance. After that, they tired now. They ain't built like the boxer, but the boxer is not built like the slobber knocker. The point is, y'all, is that everybody is not built like you, okay? But with that being said, y'all, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here after this recap. Number 1, you surpass limits. Number 2, your quiet resilience. Number 3, compare and contrast. Number 4, you have provoking strength. And number 5, everybody not built like you, all right? With that being said, get you a Yes Sir t-shirt, Yes Sir hoodie, book a one-on-one session with your boy. You can check out any one of my books, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.